Welcome everybody to the Knightriderjim show. I'm going to do some single player campaign on this event. And yeah, let's get underway. I tried something a little different here by adding a view of the pedal cam. So see how this works out. Okay, where did we last leave off here? World events. So I'm on the Chevy collection. Not sure which race I have to do here. Daytona. Guess we're going to use this car for now. See what happens. Hopefully everything works out with it. The one thing I want to do is, since I have this car, go to the shop and install a manual racing gearbox. Tuning shop. By installing the manual customizable gearbox, it allows us to utilize the clutch pedal, which in turn lowers the PP rating for the vehicle. Go back to Daytona 700. We are in the car. We go to car settings, sport soft tires. Let's check, make sure. Okay, fully customizable manual is on. Let's enter the event. And for those who don't know, with being able to actually use the clutch pedal, I'll show you how that works. It just, every time you shift gear, it throws the car into neutral in between shifts. So it's not actually even working right now. I don't know why. Good heavens. It's not working, and I'm not sure why. It should allow us to, even if I try on the normal one. I don't think it's going to work. No, it's not doing it. Now it's working. That's weird. How's it going, Tom? Welcome aboard. Just doing a bit of testing here. We got a pedal cam going on, and I'm actually able to show 3 pedal driving. Just working on upgrading my TNS account. Come on, Viper, get out of the way. I haven't even tried doing the Fuji TT. I've been slacking on those. I should, because it's an easy way to make a couple million credits. But I haven't bothered to do it yet, which kind of sucks. Because I do need the credits in this account, because I only have a couple of cars that I can race online with. Do you have work tomorrow, Tom, or do you have a day off? Yeah. That sucks. 4-hour drive to go to work. And then I'm assuming you're staying in the hotel for the week? What's going on, Roiki? It adds an interesting twist when you're racing and you're actually using the clutch pedal, because it just means more things you got to do. All right, that should complete this menu book. Well, yeah, I remember, Tom, when you got your rig, the brake pedal was too stiff for your knees, I think you were saying. So you swapped it with the clutch pedal so that it was that much softer. All right, now I got to go to the cafe, go to the next menu book. Yeah, Roiki, it kind of sucks in sport mode. They don't really allow you to use the clutch pedal, obviously, because it can be a form of cheating, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But if you still have an H pattern shifter, it allows you to skip gears. So I don't exactly remember what update it was, but the one update that they did where they limited how fast you could downshift the cars, because essentially before you just spam the gears down to first or second to help brake the car. When they fixed that patch, they never did anything with the H pattern shifter, so you can go slam the H pattern from 6 to second to help the car slow down still, whereas when you're using the paddles you can't. Yada, yada, yada. We got all these cars. Congratulations on the Corvette collection. What's this? Get a wide body American car. Yeah, if you look on Marketplace, Ruiki, you could probably pick one up for cheap. Take care, Tom. Ro, I do have sport mode unlocked already. You unlock sport mode at level 9, I think it was. But this is on my TNS account. I'm just chewing through it so that I can earn some money and buy some more cars for when I race online with this account. Because right now I got nothing. No money, no cars. Okay, what car do I want to put? Oh, screw it. I'll just put a wide body on this thing. Yeah, the fastest way I found to make money in this game, you can do the AFK Daytona race, but I found it's faster just to unlock all the tracks and then go through them and quickly spam all the circuit experiences. Yeah, it's like on my main account, I pretty much own every car there is in the game. So like for me, credit grinding, it doesn't really do anything. I've got like multiple, I ended up buying multiple GR3s so I could put my favorite liveries on each one. So if I were to swap from like Johnny's lobbies to Phil's lobbies or whatever, I'd be able to apply both persons' like livery brands to match their stream, or even my own designs. The power pack I find fun to do when I play solo, but then again, I've pretty much got that completed except for the crazy endurance races in it. Oh crap, pressed the wrong button. No, that race was cursed for other reasons. Nothing to do with delivery. And I wouldn't even say that that race was cursed. It was just there was a lot of nonsense. So once you have the clutch pedal engaged, this is what happens if you try and shift without it. You hear a grinding sound, and you just sit there mis-shifting. So you got to actually put the clutch back in and shift the gear. Sometimes I don't know if it's the shifter or not, but if I try and power shift by not letting off the throttle, sometimes it works. But see, it just grinded there. So that's kind of weird sometimes. Oh, for sure. Then you wouldn't be able to do half of the nonsense that you actually can. Well, I'm not surprised. Like, in season 1, that was a gong show. If you were a part of it, you would have laughed your ass off. It was actually quite miserable, to be honest with you. I had fun doing it, but it was pretty rough. I didn't realize I was dragging my butt. Gotta make up some time here. Yeah, but the final race you did, you were in the amateur league, right? which you should have went straight to the pro, obviously. Oh, in the pro race. Come on. But I didn't push hard enough on this one. Down on the point standings in the championship. That's right. I have more fun because I have the difficulty on hard. Yeah, 100%. I just did this track. That was a fun race that we had on Saturday. I apologize at the start of that one. I made a kind of brash move to take you on the inside of turn one. I don't think I hit you, but I know I got cleaned off by a couple of others that were behind us at the start. Yeah, okay. It is. I'm just used to how front wheel drives handle around a track, just because back in the day I used to race my Civic. Same crap, except the Civic I used in real life. So I kind of got the handle of running a front wheel drive, having to deal with major understeer. Yeah, local ones. I'd go to Cayuga was the main one. I'm in Ontario, so I'm not sure whereabouts you're from, but if you know Ontario, it's outside of Hamilton. And then Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, which is Mossport. Oh, crap. Didn't brake enough for that one. If it wasn't a story mode, I would have got a penalty there for sure. Oh, not, wow. Not, on actual legitimate tracks. Just because the car that I had was a front engine. I did some test and tune laps on a friend's Mustang, but never really actually beat it around the track. Again. Well, that would be a nice barn restoration to do. The thing is, with cars that old, you don't have to worry about all the computer crap. So you can throw anything in it, really. Like one of the crazy mods that used to take place when I was like 18 was guys would go out and buy crap, I don't even know what year it was, but they'd buy a Mazda Miata, rip the engine out of it, and then put a 5-liter Mustang engine and turn them into like drift mayhem cars. Like you breathe on the throttle and the thing spins. So you still had your fuel pump, but your fuel pump would feed the carburetor, and the carburetor would only spray the fuel based on whatever size jet you'd have in it. So you could pretty much tune your car yourself just by changing the jets. You could increase the fuel pressure by putting a fuel pressure regulator in, but if you'd only need to do that if you didn't have a big enough fuel pump and you were trying to do a cheap fix. But now with the fuel injected, now everything's got your fuel injectors, and it's all computer controlled. You want to make more power, you got to change bigger injectors. Same thing with a carburetor, but it was a little nozzle, not a whole bloody injector. Yeah, I never did any work on carbureted stuff. I was pretty much all fuel injected from when I got my license. You got like 2-stroke motorcycles and dirt bikes and shit that you can still get. Well, I don't even know if you can still get them anymore. But yeah, that's how you tune those. Good lord, too much power on these little sport tires. Well, pretty much anything will drive itself back to the dealership if you don't pay for it. .200 km/h drift, that's pretty crazy. Oh, come on, guys. You don't have to stop on the corner here. Get out of the way. Oh, 100%. I hear what you're saying. Like, what actually makes it interesting is whatchamacallit, the Sophie or whatever, in the power pack, the 4.0 or whatever. They actually, when they first did it, the AI was so insane that even like the S drivers weren't able to beat it. But then again, somebody with your speed, it's like you don't even have to really qualify. You could probably start dead last, and by the time the race was done, you'd be in first. I know I watched Digit do a bunch of those. He'd do like a 2 chili race and see if he didn't have to qualify. Some of them, they actually gave him a run for his money, but most never did. Foot slipped off the clutch pedal there. Yeah, it is. It's very easily beatable at my speed, starting from last. But where I notice things get difficult is like how I'm doing right now. Instead of running with racing softs and just right away marching right to the front of the field within the first lap, I put on crappier tires, so it makes it more difficult for me to do it. Like on racing softs, I'd be able to peg it around this corner and no problem. Whereas with the sport softs, the car doesn't want to go around the corner without kicking out. So that's what I tend to do to make races a little more engaging, is just run weaker tires. Right tires are a lot warmer than the left. Oh, great. Which Porsche do I get? I don't know. I think that's what Johnny has, the 996 generation. I think that's what he said he has. Obviously not a GT3, but... Oh God, you're telling me, man. Like every lobby you go into, it's like probably minimum 50 or 60% 992s. It's ridiculous. It's like the go-to car of the game, and I don't know. Like I have a couple of them that I've earned from like 5-star credits or whatever, but like I don't know. It just I don't have any passion to drive the damn thing. Upgrade your Porsche, tuned to 650. Yay. Yeah, and the A plus. Which one was it? Nine 996. turbo. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I've got, I don't know if it's audible to you or not. I've got like my own little version of Karen going on in the background, dictating the chat to me. It seems that like when I see out of the corner of my eye, your messages pop up in the chat. Maybe 5 seconds after, it actually dictates the chat to me, which isn't bad because it allows me to keep focusing on the racing. So I'm still able to interact and engage with you guys. I just wish that it was a little bit more up to date. And the R8 is rated as like the top MR to use before, like, obviously the 992, but that I think is considered a rear engine, rear wheel drive, isn't it? I don't think its engine is in front of the rear axle. Sports hards and spa. I'm cheap. Yeah, it's classified RR, meaning the engine is behind the rear wheels. Clutch doesn't work in the car. I feel like I'm out for a Sunday drive in this thing. Yeah. Like, even I don't know where, like, it's weird because the R8, like, almost is better than the Viper in, like, top end, and it handles better anyway. Yeah, really. Lack thereof. Well, I knew it wasn't going to make that. Jesus. You're saying the Viper was slower than the M6? I think the meta there is the BRZ, isn't it? I hate that car. Well, yeah, the Porsche is like the car to use for every track. Doesn't matter what it is. Somehow the thing has top end to compete at Le Mans too. Oh, forget it. You might as well put Frisbees on it for tires at that point. Can't get any heat in these stinking tires, no matter how much sliding I do. What you have to do is you gotta crack down some laps in the silhouette and start laying smackdowns to people in that car. It's almost comical to drive because it's so horrible. Like, there's no power, and then it builds boost, and then it throws you off the side of the track. But when you pull like something out of your back pocket and end up having a good finish with it, makes you kind of feel better about yourself. Yeah. I was watching a video, and at one point, I don't know what update it was, but prior to, maybe it was 1.3.1 or something like that. I don't even remember. But I think it was update 1.3.1 prior to. That was actually, the silhouette was a competitive car, sorry. And then they just killed it. But like, I find joy in driving all the shit boxes and trying to do something with them. In our friendly lobbies anyway. But I did contemplate driving the silhouette and using it for the league race. More so for comedy than anything. It's not that it's that bad of a car, in my opinion. It's just like, if you were to have a one-make race of it, yeah, it would be fine. But like, to run a silhouette against the 992, which inevitably is going to end up happening, it's, you know, it's a joke. You can't do it. Like, even you driving the silhouette in the amateur league would still march all over everybody. It's not that crap of a car. That, like, where it would be a challenge is to try and, if you could do it, which is the hard part, game won't let you, is run GR3 on BOP and have Group 4 non-BOP. That would be a fun race. No, 100%. Second place. That sucks. Whatever. Maybe if I ran better tires, I would have done a lot better. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I didn't think of that. Everything now is pretty much flappy paddle. 650 or less. Yeah, that car by itself shifts like a bag of dog poo. Oh my. Car's a lot better when you got tires that actually grip. Oh, come on. Tire touched the grass. Now I get rear-ended. Death. Yeah, really. But it's only one lap, so. Yeah, it's coming. See how far I can get before the rain comes in. Probably. I don't know if I'm gonna end up making it to next week's spa race. Just because my son has a lacrosse tournament. And I can almost guarantee it won't be done before then. Yeah, I did. My daughter plays hockey and my son plays lacrosse. Oh, my poor Porsche speed up. Oh well, too bad. Time is it? Almost 12. Do one more race, and I'll shut it down. Ah, majority. Oh boy. Yeah, I have kids that won't let me sleep till that time anyway. Oh, you... That's another thing, the stupid AI tries to take you out. Tires are smoking hot right now. Well, I think that's the end of this Porsche challenge. Alrighty, completed the menu book. Let's go back to the cafe. Alrighty. I think that's gonna conclude tonight's session of driving with Knightriderjim, doing the menu books on the alternate account. Till next time, thanks for coming in. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you enjoy what you see, and bring you more content as we go along. Thanks for coming out. Take care.